Hello guys, I'm trying to get back on my regular uploading schedule, and just a warning right now is I'm gonna be talking about the movie Logan, which is a really well received movie, and I'm gonna mention big plot points, big spoilers in the movie. So if you didn't watch it yet, just please just stop, leave this video, watch it, maybe come back if you want to. It's not mandatory, but I would appreciate if you do come back. But anyways, before we get into that, I just want to say, as for why I didn't upload last weekend and also the weekend before that, is just because of I didn't feel well 2 weeks ago, and so that 2 weeks ago on Tuesday, um, dang, I don't even got the timeline right, but 2 weeks ago over the weekend I didn't feel well. I was really sick. I felt congested and stuff, and I just didn't want to do a commentary. I didn't have no commentaries already pre-made, and so I was kind of screwed. Uploading just a regular video wasn't gonna do anything, because then I still have to edit all that stuff. But I was like busy also over the weekend. Had a lot of stuff to do. Had family problems and also school problems, in which so I decided 2 weeks ago, right after the weekend, on Tuesday, I decided, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do like live commentaries, and that's why I made like a whole bunch of like 8 or so, right, which is a lot, right? I was gonna originally upload it on one day, right, but when I started finishing the commentaries and stuff, and I didn't have the capture gallery app on my PS4 yet, so I had to go to the PlayStation menu, like PlayStation storage itself. Then well, first of all, I had to go and upload something from the Share Factory gallery, right? So like I have to upload like a random video, right? And before you upload it, right, you have to process it and all that stuff. And I wasn't trying to process everything in one day, right? And so I just processed one, and it's stupid. It's like the same thing if you don't process it, right? So I processed one video, right? Of course, 15 minutes was a long wait, so I had to wait. The processing speed is like 1.5 the times of the normal speed, right? So 15 minutes, that'll be like 10 minutes, I'd say, of waiting. And I was already taking a shower and stuff like that. I didn't have school. It was like it snowed really bad where I'm from, and so I took advantage, and that's why I made the videos. But then I didn't want to upload, like, do a barrage of videos on one day, so I split it. So 4 videos and then another 4 videos, or the rest of the videos that there were. And so yeah, that's what I did. And I realized how long those videos were and how many I uploaded within 2 days, and I was like, I shouldn't really make like a video over the weekend if this is the case. If that's the case, I should just wait a while, wait maybe till next weekend, explain everything, and that's what I'm doing right now. Anyways, this gameplay is comes to show how determination plays a factor of getting your goals and stuff, and how you shouldn't give up even after the first try. So like I died 2 times trying to get the DNA bomb, but on my 3rd try in this match, I actually got it. So on to the main topic, which is the Logan movie, right? Of course, I'm not 18 yet. I'm not eligible to watch Logan by myself, so I went with my dad and my friend. But here's the thing, because the movie is like 2 hours long. So what we did was, because we were gonna originally invite one of our older friends, but they already watched the movie, so yeah, we were screwed. So we just had my dad buy 3 tickets, and then go ahead and just leave the movie theaters after we enter, and we're about to pay for a popcorn and stuff like that. He just left, and actually didn't even do anything, which was kind of funny. He just like simply just walked out, even though it was like just 2 minutes before we just passed the guy who checks your tickets. And so yeah, so me and my friend are just watching the movie, and the main points into it. So if you don't understand why Logan isn't healing rapidly or anything like that, hopefully you guys do, and hopefully you guys already watched the movie if you're staying this far. But if you don't understand what happened, it's because the adamantium inside him is decaying, so he's suffering from poisoning, right? And so normally his healing factor would have compensated for that, right, and healed him for any external wounds and stuff like that. So it would have healed him internally and externally, but over the time like over time, more of the adamantium inside him was decaying, so his healing factor just couldn't keep up. And the reason why I'm explaining this is because my fucking friend was telling me, right? He was showing me a video. I don't know who it was, I forgot who it was, but he was saying, they were saying how Wolverine's healing factor is it's not only because of the adamantium poisoning, but also because of his age, which makes no sense. Because in the comics it says and proves that it's just the adamantium poisoning. Anyways, in the movie, just this was a really dark, not dark, but like sad tone movie. Like you knew everything was gonna come to an end, which is really sad because like it's the second R-rated movie, and of course like it showed why I needed an R rating, right? Because of the blood and stuff like that, all the gore, which was by far amazing. You know, most gruesome Wolverine movie like to date, and probably most gruesome like superhero movie in general to date. It's amazing how they just went all out on this movie. Deadpool was the first R-rated Marvel superhero movie. Don't get me wrong. There's other probably DC superhero movies that are R-rated. I'm not really sure, but Deadpool was more of like a comedic tone because obviously it's Deadpool, and yeah, there was blood and gore. Nothing compared to Logan, however. And Logan was more serious. I say that they did the farewells of the two main characters, Professor X and Wolverine, very well, you know. But when Professor X died, right, it's sad the more you look into it, because he probably died thinking his friend killed him, because you never know if he forgave Logan, because if you're not sure, a clone of him killed Professor X, but he probably didn't know that, you know. That's what makes it sad. And he also died thinking about a boat, because he said he doesn't deserve any of this, of like what he had that night, you know, like spending family time, because he realized he's the one that killed the X-Men. Also a big spoiler. And yeah, and so Wolverine is just like angry and stuff, tries to kill the clone, and this is what made no sense. I said sense. I mean, my bad. He got like a good 50 hits on him, right? Before the clone could have done anything. The clone should have just been like all types of melted. I know it's like an like steroid type Wolverine, right? With his healing factor was on his prime, but still, that should have like at least slowed him down or something. I don't know. That's just my opinion. And so he died, and he said a few last words. I do not know his last words, and that's what really bugged me about it. I tried to look on the internet and all that stuff to see what his last words were. Even posted on some comments of popular videos of reviewing Logan. I watched so many reviews. I never watched that many reviews in my life about one movie. And okay, I had to do like a jump cut, really. Not a jump cut, but different take on this, because I got an unexpected phone call. They were asking for some passwords. My sister was asking for a password I didn't remember. Anyway, so I was talking about how many reviews I watched about Logan, and no one mentioned Professor X's last words, and I went crazy about it. Like, even my friend, when I was there, right, like, everyone was like about to shed a tear and stuff, and I'm just like, but what were his last words? Because like, I don't know, it was like a dying man's last words, and like, you know, when someone was like about to die, breathless and stuff like that, you could barely hear them. And so that's what really bugged me, because I didn't get it. Because maybe I would have cried if his last words were sentimental or something like that. So no idea. But that's besides the point. So it was I don't know. I didn't feel like they did his death kind of right. I know it was a sad death nonetheless, but I feel like they could have done, like, he could have went a different way, you know, probably more heroic way or something like that. And then I had the hopes of having Wolverine be the next Professor X of the New Mutants, right, once they met up with them. And I think it was North Dakota. I don't really remember the location of Iden, I believe is what it was called, the location, but I'm not sure where it was located on the US map. But anyways, I wish he was gonna be the next Professor X, right? And sadly he wasn't, right? He died a really gruesome death. Like, he's killed by his younger self, of his older past, you know, if you think of it that way, in a sentimental way. That's how he dies. And it's just sad, and it also it what brought me to kind of, I almost cried. I didn't really cry, but I almost cried. What brought me to tears was what almost brought me to tears, I mean, is when the little girl Laura turned the cross into an X when he was being buried, which was really like, oh, it was just so perfect, you know. And overall, it was a really good movie, sad movie, because like even after, so me and my friend who I went with, my friend Mike, both go to the same school, right? After the movie, I kept saying fuck that movie because it left you thinking, right? Like realizing that that's the end of it. It was a pretty nice ending, and even after, right? So like 2 days after we go to school, I'm like fuck that fucking movie. Well, no matter how many times I say that, I still love the movie, and I would recommend it, and I would definitely watch it again. Not only just to hear Professor X's last words, but just to relive that experience again, you know. So that's all for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be posting more next week. So I'm signing off.